Predatory Real Estate Wholesaler Act. Is wholesale real estate illegal suddenly? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right, so let's talk about this article that I found about Predatory Real Estate Wholesaler Act. Okay, so this was published in August 19, 2021. Okay, so on November 1, Predatory Real Estate Wholesaler Act will officially go into effect in Oklahoma. So if you've purchased any of my courses, you know that Oklahoma has been on that list of states that you should probably avoid. Why? Because the boards over there are frowning at wholesalers, okay, or anybody. Let me say it again, that pretends to be representing the interest of buyers and sellers, especially sellers. It's now considered Predatory Real Estate Wholesaler Act. Okay, so but let's dissect this. Okay, let's just dissect this really quickly. Some people say wholesaler is illegal just because they see these, but let's look at the grammar a little bit, right? This is not exactly true. It's not true that it's illegal because it clearly states here that predatory real estate wholesaler. It didn't say all real estate wholesaler. That's number one. It says predatory real estate wholesaler. Okay, so that means if you have predatory behavior in your practices, then you're more exposed to the punishment that comes with this law. Okay, so as of November 1st, it has to go into effect. And here's what they said: requiring real estate wholesalers to obtain a real estate. So they're not saying real estate wholesalers are illegal. They're requiring you, if you are making money flipping real estate deals using wholesaling on a consistent basis. This thing literally costs you nothing. It costs you less than $500 in most states, probably $150 in certain states to get licensed. Just get licensed. Stop panicking and thinking that everything is about to go illegal. They did not say it is illegal. They said you will be required to obtain a license and abide by Oklahoma laws designed to promote consumer protection and ethical practices. These are the things you're supposed to be doing anyway. Okay, you're supposed to uphold some level of character, okay, ethic, okay, and ethics rather, right? The practice of real estate wholesaling occurs when an individual enters a real estate purchase contract, which is the equitable interest, with the homeowner and subsequently market. See, when you start to market, let me say publicly, right? But marketing requires the public, right? When you start to market, right, that right there is you almost representing the interest of a seller. Okay, you don't own the house. You do have equitable interest in the house. If you're going to get rid of the house and sell it, lock it up at a price that's easy to really assign the deal as fast as humanly possible, but more importantly, privately. Okay, once you list this house on any kind of publicly accessible website, you're acting like an agent, or you could be said to be acting like an agent. It just all depends on who is trying to prosecute you. Okay, that's what it depends on. All right, so let's keep it a buck. Okay, it's very simple. Don't represent the interests of sellers and buyers. Okay, but again, if you're doing multiples of this, have an agent on your team or get license. Obtain a license. Cost you almost nothing. So you have very easy ways to circumvent this and make this work in your, not circumventing, or do the right thing rather. Let me just take that back. Do the right thing. Hold on one second. All right, do the right thing. I have to kill the fly. All right, just do the right thing. So wholesaling, I keep telling people, will never be illegal. There may be certain regulations around it depending on how many cases of predatory behaviors they're receiving, depending on how strong the the professionals in the real estate that may feel threatened by wholesaling as a practice. There may be people lobbying for laws to restrict things and regulate things, but all they can do is regulate it. They cannot erase wholesaling. See, they didn't even say, if you watch this language very clearly here, this is not the law paper, this is just the article, right? So do your own research, but I'm just pointing something out here. They said enters into a real estate purchase contract. There's nothing that says entering into a real estate purchase contract is illegal. There's nothing that says that. Okay, they're just saying if you're going to be doing this as a wholesaler, meaning you're doing on a consistent basis, it is probably safer for, in Oklahoma to be specific, it is probably safer for you to obtain a license. Okay, wholesaling has generated complaints about misleading sales tactics, predatory contracts, and clouding title. See, this is the part where people missing. People say, can I cloud the title in case somebody doesn't honor a contract? Why would you want to do that? Why are you calling unnecessary trouble on yourself? It's a contract. It costs you almost nothing to put a house under contract. If they don't want to sell anymore, let them go. Let it go, right? Why are you clouding titles up? People do this and they talk about it like it's some big deal. Like, I don't know why you like to call trouble on yourself. Let's even say you don't get into trouble for that specific deals. You're putting the whole state in trouble because now they have this law in the whole state that requires people to obtain a license before they could do something that was easily accessible before. Further, many Oklahomans who agreed to sell their homes to a wholesaler are upset when they learn that the person or entity who offered to purchase their home is actually assigning the contract. They're not upset because they are signing the contract. They are upset because you're upset because the deal didn't go through. If it's what they agreed to and they're getting the money they agreed to and the house is being sold, unless it's clearly stated that you couldn't assign a deal, most people don't care about this. They care about the fact that most wholesalers unfortunately put houses under contract and can't execute. If you're doing this, of course, if there's enough of it, people will complain and will create a law like this kind of act, right? Many of the advertisements, calls, and letters that owners receiving offering to buy their homes are actually real estate wholesalers. That is a fact now. Okay, unfortunately, okay, seeking, but doesn't mean some people still don't execute. It's just that if too many people are not executing and actually completing sales, of course that will upset people, right? With an increasingly seller-friendly real estate market, the practice of wholesaling has become more prevalent and thus its associated problems. Okay, so I think this was a good article, all right, and I think it's definitely something you should pay attention to. I would definitely say that if you want to wholesale, learn marketing. Okay, learn marketing all the way around, so you don't depend on real estate to eat. Okay, learn marketing all the way around. Okay, just if you learn marketing, even if you're not wholesaling houses, you can use marketing skill sets in many other different types of businesses that don't attract this level of regulation. But like I said, it's just a regulation that you can get around by doing the right thing. Just get licensed. That way you're at least, you're presenting. Another beautiful thing is that you get to present more opportunities than locking it under contract. You can offer to list their property for real for the rest of the market to see, and now you're doing it legally. Okay, if you don't have the time to do it, get somebody on your team, get a real estate agent on your team, and do things the right way. Okay.